Well, recently I saw 4 movies, and shockingly, none of them were bad. I would actually dare to say some were pretty darn good.
Bullshit.
Hey everyone, welcome to, I guess it's a quick movie reviews. I'm going to talk about 4 films. I'm going to try to go through them as quick as I can, I guess. I was going to do separate videos for some of them, but I'm just like, there's a few things I got to talk about, so let's just put them all into one video. This past week I watched 4 movies. Only one of which I actually went to the movies to see. Let's talk about the movie that most people are talking about now, and that's Sinners. Sinners is the new Ryan Coogler movie. It stars Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, and Jack O'Connell, Delroy Lindo. Good cast, pretty good director, and it's a period piece drama horror movie about vampires. This movie is basically a serious and less campy version of From Dusk Till Dawn. The first hour of this movie is like a crime drama film, and then it turns into a very violent vampire film in the second half of the film. Just like From Dusk Till Dawn. The From Dusk Till Dawn is like a crime drama, and then it turns into this very over-the-top, somewhat comical, violent vampire movie when they get to the titty twister bar. So yeah, very similar to that. It's From Dusk Till Dawn, but just done. It's a Ryan Coogler version of From Dusk Till Dawn, and so it's a better shot movie and a better directed movie, because as much as I love Robert Rodriguez sometimes, Coogler just has a better eye, better vision than him. There's some great things in this movie, absolutely great things. There's also things I didn't much care for, but it's a very good movie. It's a very entertaining movie. It is a little long. I don't think it needed to be 2 hours and 18 minutes long. It could have easily been trimmed down, but the cast is good. Michael B. Jordan plays 2 roles, and he plays them very good. Haley Steinfeld is good. She's not always great in a lot of things, but she is very solid in this movie, and she is very unsettling in this film. Delroy Lindo is always like my favorite, and anytime he plays in a movie, he's always like my favorite. Whatever he is or whoever he is in a movie, he is very good in this movie, and I think he's the standout. He's always a standout. He's just such a great and very underappreciated actor, and he is solid in this film. And the action is a lot of fun. And there's some genuinely eeriness and spookiness to this film. And it's Coogler. Coogler's a very good director. He's a very visual director. There's some very good shots, very good long takes. And yeah, it's very entertaining. It's very enjoyable. If you're a sucker for a good vampire movie, you're going to enjoy this film. It's not as good as last year's Abigail. That was like a little gem that came out. I didn't expect that movie to be that good, but it was quite good. This is not as good. Still good, though. It has a message. It's Coogler, so of course he has to put a message in his movie. And it's a very obvious message that he's saying with this movie, saying with this story. It's very obvious, and I don't know how effective it's going to be or how effective it is with audiences. To me, it's a message I've seen before, and it didn't do anything for me. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. It didn't need it. It could have just been a cool vampire film, but it's Coogler, so he always wants to put messages in his movies, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's his movie; he can do what he wants. I just didn't think the movie needed it. And again, I think this movie could have just been trimmed a little bit. 20 minutes would have been a lot more solid. And the music choices, some were awesome, some were a little hokey, but again, the movie is good. It's entertaining. It's a cool vampire movie with a good cast. So what else do you want? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Sinners a 7.6 out of 10. It's a good film. Definitely check it out. You're going to have a good time with it. Next is Drop. Drop was also a movie that I don't know about it. Like Sinners, I was like, could be good. Probably is good, but I don't know if I'll love it. Same with this. This looked a little strange, and it looked, again, a little silly and corny, and it is, but it was entertaining. It was good. I actually had fun with this movie. This is directed by Christopher Landon, who did the Happy Death Day movies, which are not movies I particularly love. They're okay. They're not great, but they're okay. He also did Freaky with Vince Vaughn, didn't he? I think that's a good one. That's a fun one. This one has some cool things. It's a cool story about this woman goes on a date with this guy, and then she gets this like message that someone has got her son, and they're gonna kill her son unless she kills the man she's on a date with. And she finds out that the person who's talking to her is in the same restaurant, so she's basically trying to play it cool while on this date, but also trying to scope out the place and find out who this person is, who's got her son, and everything. It's like very claustrophobic thriller, which are like my favorite types of thrillers. The lead actress is really solid. The other guy who plays the date, he's very good acting, very good intense moments. The cinematography was really good. How they do the shots and how they do the point of view shots, and how they do some of the zoom in shots when they're like looking at each other. Very effective and very well done. It's a very well directed movie. The writing, on the other hand, could use a little work. There's some silly dialogue, and there is also a lot of plot holes within the plot. There's a lot of moments, and when you do movies like this, though, this is just movies in general, when you do a story like this, you're gonna have to have moments that you're gonna have to suspend your disbelief to even logically think how any humans can do some of these things. There's just a lot of things that the kidnappers do, and even what the main girl does, you're just like, I really doubt that. There's moments here and there, without spoiling it, that are just a little silly, a little ridiculous. You kind of buy it because it's that kind of movie. It's just, I don't know. But the movie's good. I did enjoy it. I thought I was gonna not like it, but I ended up liking it a lot more than I ever expected. It's intense. It's well shot. The two leads are very good. And it's a fun kind of thriller. I'll give the movie a 7 out of 10. It's a good movie. It's a good time. Next is The Amateur. The Amateur. This is the Rami Malek spy movie with him and Lawrence Fishburne. This one was just okay. This is another one I didn't think it looked very good. And surprisingly, there is some very good moments in this movie. It's a guy who loses his wife, and he works for the government, and he's tracking down the people who killed her, and it's kind of like a spy thriller, and you got Rami Malek, and you got Lawrence Fishburne. And you got John Bernthal, too. He should have been a lot more in the movie, but the story is predictable, and the performances are great. Rami Malek and Lawrence Fishburne are both very good, and the ending is really cool, too. There's some really cool, like, spy moments. There's some really cool character moments about finding out what the truth is and stuff. There's some good stuff. I can tell like there's a lot of like John LeClaire-esque things in this movie. It's just something we've seen it a million times though. This is a movie, like when I was watching this movie, I'm like, I've seen this 100 times. I've seen movies like this 100 times. I know where this movie's going. There's nothing unique or original about this film. And to me, it just came off like forgettable. Even though it wasn't a bad movie, I will not remember this movie in a few months. Like, if this movie's gonna come on Netflix probably in a few months, and it'd just be one of those random movies that are on Netflix, and you watch it once and you just forget it exists. That's it. It's just such a forgettable film. Not a bad film, just very forgettable. That's why it gets a 6 out of 10 for me. So yeah. Next is Warfare. So, before talking about Warfare, this is directed by Alex Garland. He is not a filmmaker I particularly like. And it's not always for the right reasons, I know. I just don't like him as a person sometimes, because I just think he's a cocky bastard. He did a little interview with Neil Druckmann, another person I'm not always the biggest fan of. It just, he has this, like, attitude, like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit what fans think? Who gives a shit if they don't like something? Who gives a shit? I kind of see where he's coming from. You can't always care too much about all the negativity, but you also could listen to constructive criticism, but Alex Garland doesn't ever listen to criticism. He just says, you like my stuff. If not, then fuck off. And I just don't like that sort of attitude. And he's also a guy who has a political leaning, and he does put some politics in his movies, and it's very blatantly obvious what those politics are. That's just who he is and what he does. I didn't mind Ex Machina. I thought Ex Machina was a pretty good movie. Was not a fan of Annihilation, Civil War. Was a big fan of those movies. I just don't think he knows how to properly write male characters. He writes a lot of male characters as very unlikable jackasses or stupid. Like, I just don't know. He's a male, but he doesn't know how to write proper male characters. So with this movie, the reason why this movie is good is because it's not written and directed just by him. It's written and directed by the person who this movie is actually about. And this person is an actual real soldier. So that's probably why this movie is his best movie. This is Alex Garland's best film. It's because it's not just Alex Garland putting his own ego and his own politics in his movie. He has someone else to hold him back. And this is their story to tell. So that's why it makes it a lot better. Because Alex Garland, I think, is a very creative and very visual director. And he knows how to get good performances out. So I think he can be good. He just needs to be kind of held back a bit. And that's probably why this movie is so good. It's a very intense movie. It's only a 95-minute war movie. And it's a very real film. It's very real. I would say never. There's a lot of great war movies that are very real. This is a very real film, though. This has some of the best audio I've seen in a war film in a long time. The audio is fantastic. The sound, incredible. Absolutely incredible. And just these characters feel like just real characters talking to each other, real soldiers goofing around, and the conversations they have with each other are very good. The beginning was actually my favorite part. It's just them chilling and talking with each other for like a half hour. It was really good. I enjoyed the characters. You got some pretty good actors. You got like Will Poulter, and you got what's his name, Cosmo Jarvis from Shogun. They're all very, and what's his name, Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. Good actors, and they're all very good in this movie. And the action's very good, and it's a very brutal film, kind of like not 1917, the other one I watched, Uncle Island Western Front. The one that came a couple years ago. Very brutal film. This is very brutal in its own way, too. Man, it almost makes you have PTSD yourself just watching the film. But it's very effective. It's very good. It's a very good film. Extremely well directed. Very well acted. And it was very smart to make it this short. Because this is a movie that could have easily been very boring. And it could have really dragged on. Kind of like The Hurt Locker. Like, The Hurt Locker is a good movie. But it's similar, like that's a very intense movie, but it drags. This one just keeps it 95 minutes and then just ends. So I thought that was very smart. Very good pacing to it. So I thought Warfare was a very good movie. I think it's Alex Garland's best film, easily. So 8.5 out of 10. Definitely check it out. So yeah, those are my little quick reviews for films that I saw the past week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Give me thoughts and opinions on these movies and what was your favorite out of these 4 I talked about. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the dark side.